My name is Teacher Skyla. Hi, I am happy to be here. I am here to help answer the question, when? When do you teach ESL online? I'm sure you've heard rumors. I'm sure you've heard, oh, you work in the middle of the night, or you can only work mornings, or can you work all night long? You've heard all these things. So when can I actually teach ESL online? And just so you know who I am, I teach and recruit for VIPKid as well as gogokid. I am also a mock class mentor with VIPKid. I help with a stage of the hiring process, mentoring um, and helping people who are coming in as new teachers. That's for VIPKid. And so I've been teaching ESL online for 3.5 years, and I've been mentoring for 3 years, and I've taught over 5,000 classes, all of the things, just to give you some credibility for who I am and where I am coming from. But again, the purpose of this video is when. When do you teach ESL online? How do I figure that out for my time zone? Things like that. If this is for you, awesome, you're in the right place. If you have someone like a friend or someone who is looking for this answer, you are welcome to share this video with them. Of course, of course. So, the most general answer to start with is, when can you teach? Well, for any online ESL company, they tend to have every single day of the week in the morning you can teach. And then for all the companies I've researched, you can also teach evenings for Friday and Saturday and any time, like any week of the year. But you can also teach weeknight evenings or nights for Chinese holidays. If your company's based out of China or in Asia, which most right now are, Chinese holidays, school holidays, things like that. So Chinese New Year, their summer break. There's a couple of other little holidays that when they're out of school, they can take evening classes. So you can teach any morning of the week, and you can teach Friday and Saturday evenings anytime, and then there are holiday times and times that they are out of school, like the summer, that you can teach any evening. So there is a little bit of flexibility there. Some people teach only mornings, some people teach only weekends, some people do summer evenings, school time mornings. You really can adjust it for you. And so that's really great. So that's a general answer for when you can teach. And then you can also teach all night long on Friday and Saturday nights if you chose to do that. So that's because of the time difference between us and where the students are. If they're not at school and it's morning time for them and evening time for us, then they can take classes. So if you teach Friday night into Saturday morning, for them, it is Saturday morning into late evening. Does that make sense? And then if you teach Saturday night all night long, it is Sunday morning into Sunday evening for them. And so they're not at school. And so some people do choose to teach Friday night all night long into Saturday morning, and then have the daytime off for them, and then teach Saturday night all the way into Sunday morning. And so, yeah. But now to give you more specific times, like what time in the mornings am I looking at kind of thing, I will start with one example. So the first thing is, think of Beijing time. And 5 to 9 p.m. Beijing time, they consider peak times. All that means is that there are students who want to take classes usually between 5 and 9 p.m. any or every day of the week. It makes sense. They get home from school, they have other extracurricular activities and other private tutoring classes and things, and they want to take class. They want to take classes. And so that's the very first question you'll ask is when is 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Beijing time? And then think, when is that for me? So I live in Mountain Standard Time. This first example will be for Mountain Standard Time. So right now, it's 4 to 6 a.m. Every day of the week is peak times for Mountain Standard Time. Next week, however, is daylight savings. It hits. Next week, March is starting, and we have daylight savings. So my peak times will change from 4 to 6 a.m. to 5 to 7 a.m. Okay? Now, that's only applicable for people who actually use daylight savings time, which is the majority of the U.S. But that just tells you that for 6 months, it'll be a 2-hour chunk in the morning, and then it'll adjust an hour for 6 months. Okay? So another thing that you can do to figure out your time zone is you can use a time zone converter on the internet. You can just Google what is 5 p.m. Beijing time in Eastern Standard Time. It will usually have you pick a date so it can show you if it's 5 p.m. Friday in Beijing, it would be Thursday. Oh, it'd be Friday morning. It'd be Friday morning. And so, yeah, it usually will have you pick a date, but that can give you an idea. And so, again, right now, for Mountain Standard Time, the highest chance of a student wanting to take a class with you and opening your schedule and parents wanting a class with you is 4 to 6 a.m. any or every day of the week. But if I chose, I could also open up 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Friday night into Saturday, and then Saturday into Sunday. Any or all of those time slots. Okay? And then you can go earlier or later with most companies, and a lot of teachers that teach more than just 2 hours every morning go earlier or later than that. So they might do 3 to 6, or maybe they do 4 to 8 over the summer, that kind of thing. So just think about your time zone and you can adjust that. So right now for Pacific time, it's 3 to 5 a.m. and then it will be 5 to 7. Nope. 4 to 6. There we go. So I can do for me. It's a little harder for me to calculate it for others. So they are 3 to 5, and then they will be 4 to 6. And like Eastern Standard Time is 6 to 8, and then they will be 7 to 9. So hopefully that makes sense for you and you can kind of calculate from there. But always keep in mind that you will open up your schedule when you are wanting and hoping to teach. You can open up before or after peak times with most companies. You have a teacher profile. Parents find you on the teacher profile. They look through your schedule. If they like your profile and things about you and they want to give your class a try, then they'll pick a time slot. And as more parents discover who you are, you have the better chance of getting more and more bookings and can really start to branch out from that time. But again, that's just the peak times that most people teach. So if you choose, you can work just mornings, every morning, and depending on your time zone will determine how early it is and whether or not you think that's the middle of the night or whether you think that's not the middle of the night. It will really just depend. And then again, you can teach Friday evening and Saturday evening any day of the week. You can also go all night long, Friday and Saturday night if you'd like. And then holidays. Holidays are wonderful, or summer vacation for those students. You can do evening classes any day of the week those times. If you have any questions, please email me at skylessposts@gmail.com. It'll be listed below. And I have a free ebook that answers what, when, where, and how to teach ESL online. If you want a copy of that ebook, email me from the link below. Bye. I'll see you soon.